But how fast is too fast? Especially when their investor isn't ready to go all in. Today's business dispute is between business owner David Goldfarb and his investor Andrew Cohen. They are at a stalemate on the speed in which to grow David's company, Elevate Fun.
We are purchasing department stores and we're converting them into family entertainment centers. They are 8-dimensional facilities where we have indoor go-karts, we have bowling, we have arcade, we have a full food and beverage, laser tag, axe throwing.
This is a hell of a good idea.
With 3 entertainment centers and $35 million already invested, David wants more capital to buy additional properties.
I could try to take this thing to a whole new level where these mall developers have approached me, they love what we're doing, and they're giving us opportunity to purchase 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stores at a time.
Andrew and his company believe real estate acquisition is all about timing, and David is moving too fast.
We are accustomed to moving at our speed, which is methodical with systems and processes and due diligence, and David is the complete opposite.
When you're given this opportunity, you take it.
With $150 million at stake, it's time to get down to business with Kevin and Bethany.
Welcome, gentlemen. State your names and your case.
David T. Goldfarb. My company is Elevate Fun. We're a family entertainment center.
My name is Andrew Cohen. I have a real estate investment company in Miami. My close friend David, for 20 years, has given me the opportunity to invest in his Elevate Fund projects.
Talk us through this concept.
Sure. As you can see right over here, this was a former department store. We start with the outside of the building, including the parking lot, and we rehab it in such a way where we try to capture the audience, where we fit anywhere from 3 years old all the way up to 80 years old. We have one department store that we opened. We converted into a family entertainment center.
Just one?
One. We have 2 under development.
So, like, you've got the trampolines and you've...
We have indoor go-karts, 180 arcade games. We have 12 lanes of bowling. We have laser tag.
I pay 1 ticket, I get to do it all?
No, it's pay per play, or you can do a combo of a number of them altogether.
And how much does each family, on the average, spend on a Saturday?
Probably $100 per individual.
So a family of 4, you're telling me, is paying $400 on a Saturday?
They can spend as much as that, yes.
But they're also eating, right? I'm turning
They're eating, yeah, they're eating as well. Yeah.
Still, I like the business.
Like, even go to a movie today is $25.
I know.
You need $150 million to build out 15 malls. So, David, it sounds like you want to go too fast. Is that the issue?
I want to seize an opportunity. I've been approached by a number of people. We met with Simon Properties, which is the largest mall developer in the United States. They love what we're doing. They would like us to capture a lot more stores at a very rapid pace.
What kind of discount are you getting as a person who's going to put that type of property in there versus if somebody else wanted to put a store?
Probably pay on average 20% less.
What kind of margins you make on that?
At year 1, we're at $600,000 in expenses.
Yeah.
So our margins are about $200,000 a month.
The key to this, though, is traffic. Are you trying to pick the middle of the range, the high end of the range, or the low end stuff? Like, where do you fit in the continuum of the mall quality?
So we look for a nucleus of about 350,000 people within a 20-mile radius.
Does this concept, on a square footage basis, make you money? Do you know that with only 1 location yet?
Right now, we're looking at 15% per year.
Bingo!
So how much should it cost to buy a department store?
Is somewhere around $5 million.
Wow.
If you go over $5 to $6 million, it doesn't fit into our model.
Andrew, I'm a little worried you're going to spontaneously combust any second now.
I have a question.
Thank you.
What are your fears about this business?
The Fort Lauderdale example is proof of concept. They bought the property at the global crisis, depressed, so everything just worked perfectly in Fort Lauderdale.
That was a unicorn.
They're not cheap. I mean, $8 million per facility.
Even if your business didn't do well, you will put something else in there. You could operate it, you could build another
Right.
type of
Absolutely.
retailer. What is your perfect plan responding to this?
I think we need to move at a more controlled and methodical pace.
How many stores in the next 12 months would you like to buy under your scenario?
Another 3.
That's it?
It takes a year to get them up and running. It's construction, it's development, it's acquisition. The opportunities are on the table. We've got to get the price right.
Does he have enough management to roll out more than 3? In other words, if you're going to...
That's the concern, correct.
Why don't you address that? How are
Sure.
you going to build out 15 in, let's say, 24 months?
I've identified that our infrastructure is not ready for 15 stores.
So why do you want to buy them if you're not ready to convert
Because
them?
the real estate really is a major component of this whole thing. Automatically, the real estate for what we bought it for what we're paying on rent, automatically goes up, can go up as 3 times the value.
Pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. This is a little scary. We're in the craziest market. Interest rates are high. You seem like you're just 100% sure about this. You don't seem like you have any doubt whatsoever. What if it shuts down for 3 months?
We've already dealt with that. I've dealt with that when we first opened. I mean, people are going to go out just for simple depression. It was in COVID. I mean, a pandemic can screw everyone.
Yeah, I get
Right,
that.
you mean, right.
David, let's hear your plan. If you want the 150 for 15 locations, you know which ones they are. They're all in Florida. How many can you convert in the first 12 months into where they're cash flowing revenue?
It's going to take some time.
Well, just give me a number.
I can
Because
probably...
that's his beef. You're not doing it fast enough.
Sure. I can convert probably 3 at a time.
3 a year?
Not necessarily 3 a year. I can actually start with all of them at one shot.
Let's say you did start them all at the same time. When would they be finished?
We're looking at it probably 36 months. Some stores are 2 stories. Some stores are 1 story. A 1-story box is a lot easier to convert than 2 stories. The reason why we're able to get into this at the cheapest rate possible is we're doing the acquiring of the stores, we're doing our own construction, and we're doing our own operating. We're doing all 3 aspects of the business.
So how good of friends are you? Like you have Thanksgiving together?
Sometimes, sure.
Wow, so it's a very close friendship.
20 years. We've known each other for 20 years, so close friends for a long time. And we were introduced by a mutual friend years ago and been friends ever since.
So number 1 is the trust factor.
Right.
Number 2 over here, he's a very bright guy. Number 3 over here, he understands real estate. And number 4 is he understands probably most of all my personality. I'm going at a rate sometimes that's too fast. Andrew's a very knowledgeable guy. He's very good on the operations. He's very good in management. And he's got a calming effect on myself.
This thing at least gets people's bums in the mall.
And that has more value to them than the real estate itself.
The value of the real estate can be sold, or the operation can be sold.
You either go big or you go home.
Or you could also lose your ass. We're gonna deliberate. Thank you so much. He's focused on Florida, and they're all gonna come and copy it around the country.
Yeah.
And then he's not gonna get the national business when it was his concept.
If you're in a high-stakes money dispute and you want us to settle your business feud, visit moneycourtnow.com.
Kevin and Bethany just heard arguments on how fast David's business should grow with the $150 million investment from Andrew. Will they side with David and ramp it up, or with Andrew and slow it down?
What a case. There's children in every state, there's parents in every state, there's
No,
families in every
no,
state.
we agree that the business is great, but expansion kills so many businesses, and it's too fast.
But what I want, let's say he can only do 5 in the next year.
You want to hold the 10.
Why am I just holding Florida?
I think there's something here with Simon.
There's other guys in this space, too.
The Tanger guys,
Sure.
yeah. Andrew needs to put the full amount of money up if David can get a national contract.
If he can stabilize them at $800,000 a month or even $700,000 a month, and he can do that in the next 18, 24 months, he gets to draw down the other $50 million, 50, 50, 50.
He says he's going to lose those other properties. How do we hold on to them?
You got to go and lease to buy them all now.
If this guy won't do it, they could get somebody else to do
I
it.
think he wants to do it with his partner of 20
He wants
years.
a plan. He's focused on Florida, and they're all going to come and copy it around the country.
Yeah.
And then he's not going to get the national business when it was his concept.
You go to them now and say, look, I'm drawing down $150 million on this concept, okay? I want to have an option nationally with all of your locations. So I'm going to do the 15 here in Florida and another 100 nationally. If Andrew wants to play ball, he's going to have to commit $150 million at a time. We're going to buy 5, and we're going to lease to buy 10. Every time David stabilizes a building, he gets to call down another 10
It's
mil.
effectively like you eat what you kill.
Yeah.
Go do it.
And for the national option, they're basically going to become partners on those empty boxes. The whole deal is
Component.
tying up the properties.
Okay, we got it.
All right.
I think we have reached a verdict.
So here's the deal. We want you, Andrew, to give David $70 million now. He's going to build out 5 and use the additional 20 to option the other 10. Every time he stabilizes a building to $700,000 a month of revenue, he gets to draw down another $10 million against the remaining commitment. That incentivizes you to work even harder if that's possible, because you're a crazy guy.
And you still own the real estate. You've already proven the concept. You kill it in Florida, so you have to now start entertaining the national brands.
You could get another $250 million commitment. If you don't do this, shame on you.
I was more comfortable with the 3. I can live with 5 to start.
It's really a happy medium approach, and for that I respect.
They will be wildly successful.
I'll be taking my daughter.